What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me on my fish channel. Just wanted to talk about a couple things that happened this past week. So this past weekend on Saturday, I filmed a video all about maintaining this aquarium. I made a video all about taking the plants, cutting them down because they were overgrown. I planted some of the ones that I cut. I took the tops off of these Java fern and planted those throughout the tank, and it was a really fun video to make. That's the video that this will probably be a part of. But something I wanted to talk about is things that you don't think about when you want to be a fish tuber. You know, when you want to make videos about your YouTube, videos on YouTube about your fish. You don't think about the process. You don't think about the things that can happen as a result of you taking videos while you're doing your fish keeping. So something that happened to me this weekend is when I did the work, I picked a lot of these. I picked this plant out, and I picked a couple others out of the dirt, and it stirred up the dirt inside the tank, and it made for the tank to get a little bit cloudy. And obviously that goes through the filter, and the filter clears it up. So I didn't think anything of it. I thought, hey, everything's fine. It's just a little bit of dirt. We'll be okay. Yesterday I came home. I haven't edited the video yet all the way. I still had to do the commentary, and I was planning on doing that today. But then yesterday when I got home, I noticed that the tank wasn't moving very much. I have a Fluval 407 connected to this tank. It's a pretty powerful filter. So on its own, if you can see, it's already moving the water. And when it moves the water, it creates surface tension that allows oxygen to get inside the tank. Unfortunately, that day, I didn't see it. And I don't know how long it wasn't moving for. And I feel kind of bad because I know on Saturday, I noticed that it wasn't very powerful. And that would have been a good clue that I should have cleaned the filter that day. So yesterday I did clean the filter because I figured that was the issue. I unplugged it, took off the hose, and I tried to empty the filter into a 5-gallon bucket that I have ready to go. Right off the bat, I noticed the 5-gallon bucket wasn't filling up very fast. The water wasn't coming out very good. So I knew that it was clogged. I took the lid off of the filter, and all of this would have been a great video, but I was in such a hurry that I didn't think about it. I didn't know that there was something major wrong going on in my tank. I just thought, okay, the filter was, full. So when I took the lid off the filter, I saw all the polyfill that I used to filter, so it's nice and clean water. I saw it was all dark, like muddy. So I go, oh, it's been clogged, it's been dirty. I haven't cleaned it since I planted the tank. My FX6s, you can leave them alone for like 6 months to a year, and they'll be pretty okay. So in my head, I was thinking the same about this tank, this filter, but it's a different situation, and I should have took that into mind. So the polyfill was muddy. I took it all out, put new polyfill in, put everything back together, and as I was putting the filter back underneath the cabinet, in this area right here, I found a few dead fish. It was actually 2. I found one of my rummy nose, and I found, unfortunately, my beta. I had 2 betas in here, and now we have 1. And yeah, it was kind of a bummer to see. I'm pretty sure they suffocated. That's the best idea I could have because they both had died. I checked on my other fish. I have a gold pleco in here. It was okay. I also have the other beta. It was fine. And then I have a Siamese algae eater, and it was fine. So those are the other big fish. I don't know if there's a couple other dead fish in here, but I doubt it. I feel like I see everybody here, but you never know. But yeah, it was just something that, we lost fish from not paying attention. And it's a bummer. It's something that we let ourselves as fish tubers, as creators, we get caught up in what we're doing and we don't always pay attention. So, we got to do better. I got to do better. And every time this happens, something like this, you know, you just tell yourself, you know, hey, I'm not perfect. We'll do better the next time. When I first started my YouTube channel, right before, my first video was gonna be me cleaning my 125-gallon African cichlid tank. And when I did that, we had the same kind of accident. I cleaned it, I focused on the cleaning, and you know, I was really proud of the video we were making, and I was making sure to be real meticulous that everything was clean and the process was being shown. But in doing so, I forgot to add prime back to the tank. So when I refilled it with water, unfortunately, we lost like 3 fish. They were all beautiful. They were my biggest fish in the tank, including my blue dolphin. So, you know, being a YouTube fish keeper, it's more work than you think of. You definitely got to create like a checklist system, and that's what I'll do in the future. I want to make a checklist system when I'm doing these videos, especially when I'm doing a video while I'm working on or around the tank. You know, I got to do something to make sure that we double check that the nutrients are being added back in, that the fish are being taken care of, as well as making content that we want to make. Well, thanks guys. Thank you for joining me on this. I'm glad I explained everything that I wanted to explain. Yeah, man, make videos. Keep track of your fish. It's a fun thing to do. Just when you do, you know, understand that there's risks that you're taking, and you got to mitigate those risks by doing the best you can to keep your fish safe. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.